I come from a very poor community. Kandale is very poor and very remote. And although it's poor, I did get an opportunity to go to school. I have a master's degree, so I want to give that back to the community there. That's why we created REVE, to make sure that we give opportunity to other children, especially girls, because girls don't have the opportunity to further their education. And so I'm hoping through my example, parents will see that it's worth investing in girls. I'm Colette Ram. I come from the Democratic Republic of Congo in a small rural community called Kandale. My husband Greg and I met there 35 years ago. We were both teachers. I was teaching primary school, 5th grade, and he was a Peace Corps volunteer and teaching math and physics. I left Kandale and went to the university in Congo. Graduated in '86 and got the opportunity to come to the US to study my master's in international community economics and development at New Hampshire College. I think development is part of every human being, whether you can be a teacher, a banker, whatever, but at some point you do think about how other people live. Whether you're thinking about poverty here in Montgomery County, or you're thinking about a problem in Haiti, in Congo, in South Sudan, whatever, is part of development. And I wanted to do something about my community. REVE means dream. It means the rehabilitation of green space and schools. So, in French is REVE as an abbreviation, but it translates into dream also. And we came out of that because that was the need we saw. REVE Kandale has two focuses. We focus on access to basic education by making sure we build not only viable classrooms, but we build enough classrooms so that the estimated 1,700 school-age children have the ability to get at least a basic education. And we also focus on environment. In Kandale, like many communities across Africa, they use bushfire as a tool for hunting. They also burn forests to cultivate cash crop like rice. And there is lots of abusive logging of trees to build their houses and for fuel and all that. So we're doing vigorous campaign against bushfire, and also we're protecting the logging of trees, and also we're planting fruit trees and medicinal trees. REVE is a membership organization, so people can contribute to become a member. You can contribute one of the roofing material. So one toll is $15, or you can give more. And the more you give, the more voice you have in the assembly when we are making decisions about what project we should prioritize, or selecting the leadership of the project on the terrain. We work closely with the church and the community, and they really want Kandale to improve, to develop, and they want to have schools, so they're very, very involved. As we speak, they're collecting stones, they're collecting all local building material that's available, so that when I go there, because I have limited time, when I go with my team, we go build. So local people are contributing a lot to this. Up to this point, we have built 6 classrooms that are being used by the primary school. We have lobbied the government because they got lots of funding from the World Bank, and they were building schools, so we lobbied to get them to build also in Kandale. So they're doing that. They're building 6 more classrooms, some toilets, and an office building for the primary school. So primary school is all set. And in terms of tree planting, we have already planted over 3,000 trees and really created a small forest. And you can see some of the small animals coming back, including snakes and some birds. And we also have attracted other development, like the internet. They have now internet connectivity for the first time in Kandale. Every second of the month and the 30th of the month, I communicate with the coordinator to just give me a general report of what's going on in terms of tree planting and in terms of arrangement for school building. Biggest need is brick making machine. We need a brick making machine badly because we don't have one. We just have the little shaped tool that we use to make those bricks, and you have to dry them. They take, you know, a month to really dry and to use them for building. We also need to build the dormitory for the girls, because when you look at the primary school, there is a 50-50, you know, gender balance between boys and girls. But when they transition to the high school, there are less girls than boys. Kandale has the only girls' school in the region and catering to more than 250 girls. But most of these girls comes from faraway places. Because the dormitory has been run down, it doesn't exist anymore. So they come and stay with host family and they become like house help. They're not focusing on the education. So most end up getting discouraged and they don't come. So the school has turned into boys' school instead. So we are trying to make sure that we build the girls' dormitory again to encourage more girls to come. My long-term goal is really to make sure that the project continues and doesn't stop with me. If I'm no longer able to do that, I think I want this vision to continue of helping people to continue to help themselves and continue building themselves, because I believe that if you help yourself, the world also will help you. Many people are encouraged to help us because they see that, you know, we have already done a lot for ourselves and they're able to join us. So the long-term goal is to see that the project continue and more children in Kandale end up like me.